What is the minimum size of and maximum size of a single S3 object? So minimum 0 byte, maximum 5 TB, minimum 1 byte, maximum 5 TB, minimum 0, maximum 40, minimum 1, maximum 40. This is the size of an S3 object. I think I explained. I already explained this.
It is some minimum always it is 0. Maximum I think it is 5 TB. Yeah, I think 5 TB.
Mitali?
I think option C.
C. No. Option 1. Minimum 0 bytes and maximum 5 terabytes. 40 terabyte is for Glacier. For Glacier, it is 40 TB. Glacier is like your S3, but Glacier having very their concept is similar to S3, but their price is very less, and access also you need some time to access your data, to download your data, maybe 1 hour to 3 hour. Next is when trying to create an S3 bucket name documents. So AWS inform you that the bucket name is already exist in use. So what should we do in order to create a bucket? So while you are trying to create one bucket, AWS say that the bucket is already exist. So what will be the option to create a bucket?
I think that S3 bucket is in that region. It is exists, so you can create in another, or you can create another name.
You use a different region.
Region.
Okay, Lalit, for you. Okay. Actually, what happened? S3 bucket name should be unique globally, not a region specific. The bucket name should be unique globally. Suppose Sudhir has been created in a bucket in his account. In his account, I cannot create the same bucket in my account. This is not depend. The name is not depends upon your region. Your bucket and storage is specific to the region, but the name is not specific to the region. Name is globally unique, but while creating your bucket name, you have to provide a region where your data will be stored. Is it clear?
Yeah, you're right.
So option B, use a globally unique bucket name.
So basically you have to give a different name if it is already there.
Yes, like your Gmail address. So while you're creating a Gmail address, if suppose you are using like sudhir.sahu, if already taken, then you have to use sudhir.sahu 1234. What are the major differences between simple storage service and elastic block storage? So this question is for Mitali. So you already asked this question.
I know S3 stores snapshots.
S3 stores snapshot. Here no option is there for S3 stores snapshots. You have to select two from these 5.
EBS stores volumes.
Yes. S3 stores objects.
Okay.
So EBS stores snapshot. EBS cannot store snapshots, but EBS snapshots can be stored in S3. And S3 cannot store volumes. Volumes will be stored using EBS. And EBS storage object, EBS stores object. This is also wrong. Which task can S3 object lifecycle configures perform automatically? So
Which task can S3 object lifecycle configuration
configuration
perform
perform automatically. You can say okay, some confusion. You can say that life cycle configuration perform.
Deleting old object versions.
No, deleting old versions. Okay, okay, we can consider this also.
I think nothing is right here.
Stateless. Maybe moving objects to
No,
glacier.
see, Sudhir, suppose we are having one life cycle policy. Life cycle configuration has been done in a bucket. So for that, you need to enable your versioning, right? So what life cycle will do, it can delete or it can move to other storage options, right? So here we can see which options will invalid. From the five, we can see which the options is invalid. Then we will get which options are valid. So what will the invalid options? See option E, is it valid?
No.
This is not a valid. And option
No.
C, deleting all old buckets. See,
No.
life cycle policy never delete buckets. It only delete objects.
Hmm.
Bucket will not be deleted by your lifecycle management. So deleting old objects is true. Moving objects to glacier also true. Deleting old object version also true. Or any questions?
How can S3 automatically move objects to a glacier if you don't mention it? If
No,
you
no.
don't move
You
it.
can see just okay. 1 minute. You can remove this. You can remove this.
Exactly. Yeah, then it is fine maybe. I was thinking automatically, so automatically it will not do anything. That's why I was
Automatically,
saying,
yeah, it will do automatically if you set the option. See, I,
right.
I already explained. It will do automatically. The question is right, but we may confuse. Okay, I'll show you. Suppose you have we have taken in this, I think, and management life cycle. Okay, create a life cycle rule. So in this, suppose you created one rule, then it will be performed automatically. You will means it will not inform you that I am going to delete today, right? So it will do automatically. See, life cycle options are there. Move current version object between storage classes or glacier. Here, if you select this, you will see the glaciers or expire current object means delete. It will
Hmm.
make automatically. It will not ask you. You have to provide the time and date. Like suppose I am moving
Okay.
to glacier and the number of days after the creation, and I need to give some enter the number of days. Okay, after 30 days it will expire, or after 30 days it will automatically delete the object or automatically move to glacier.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. In what ways does Amazon simple storage service object storage differ from block and file storage?
Objects are stored in buckets.
Yeah,
I,
it's right option.
but you have to choose two, right?
Two, yeah. Another one?
I think D and D.
Yes, D and
Uh,
E.
m- yeah, metadata. Yeah.
Yeah, data and metadata. It stores both data and metadata and object store in the bucket. And here C is invalid because object have some size like up to 5 TB, and B the objects are identified and number addresses. Yeah, it is internally maintaining, but they will not provide us the address. Then Amazon S3 stores data in a fixed size block. No, your data can be stored in one area as well as some other area also. So while retrieving those API will combine those things and given to you. Which of these following are not appropriate use case for Amazon simple storage service? Choose two. Please read the
Storing
questions
web
here.
content is it's valid because we do a static website. So definitely A is not the right answer. Storing a file system mounted to an Amazon EC2. Storing a file system mounted. We put EBS volume in S3, but can we put EC2 instance? No. Not up. I think B is one answer. Storing backups. Primary storage, storing logs. B and D.
So we cannot store as a storage for database. For the database, we require one EBS volume for the storage, right? And
Like
also for EC2 instance, we need EBS.
just we discussed few minutes back,
Yes.
we cannot install an operating system or any software in S3.
Yes. This is for only static content. What are some of the key characteristics of Amazon simple storage service? You have to choose three answers.
A, D, and E. Storage.
A, all objects have URL. Yes, it's right. Amazon S3 can
And
store unlimited amount of data. Yes, it's also right.
no, and D.
Objects are
D,
worldwide retrieved by default. No.
D as dog. Yeah.
D, yes, using
Amazon
Amazon
yes.
S3 REST API. And
Hmm.
E is invalid because you must pre-allocate. No pre-allocation is required.
Correct.
You can store any amount
I'm
of data.
wondering, AS3, we just talked, AS3 maximum limit is 5 TB. Why you are saying unlimited amounts of data?
See, 5 TB is for one object. You can say any objects.
Right, one object, yes. Any number of objects, yeah,
Any
I
number
can
of
see.
us can be stored in a
Right,
bucket,
right.
right? So is it clear, Lalit? Next is how is data stored in Amazon simple storage for high durability? So we already discussed this.
data is automatically replicated, maybe between A and B, I think.
Yeah, you have to choose only one option.
Yeah, within a region, B, option B.
Yes, option B, because our S3 is a region specific. The S3 data is automatically replicated within a region, multiple zones, you can say, or multiple facilities in a region. To have a record of who access your Amazon simple storage service. Okay, I will show you one thing after this. To have a record who access your Amazon simple storage service and data, and from where you should do what. So for that, what you need to do?
IAM bucket policy.
I
Get
guess option E.
what?
Option
Create an IAM bucket policy. So using bucket policy, how you can see who have access your Amazon simple storage service?
No, I said option
For you option
E.
E. Amazon CloudWatch logs. Actually, we have already discussed, and I also show you the demo. But the in the demo, those logs files not created at that time. So I could not show you. Today I'll show you. The option C is the right answer. If you want to see who have access, means from which IP your S3 access, and what API used to access, like your get or your put or your delete, those information will be stored in a log file. We can say that is access logs. So I'll show you the access logs. On the last time, 1 minute. On the last In the last session, we have enabled some logs. Where is the logs? Yes, this is the logs that is store. I have enabled this bucket. Anyone remember this or no? Anyway, I'll show you one log. You can understand. This is one log file, and here you can see this is the ID. 1 minute. And here everything is the get API and the time of access. Then yeah, we need to understand this actually. Everything is there, but we need to, I think, if we enter this, you can see this is my IP address. From this IP address, this is accessed, and maybe something is there. You need to understand this actually. My website. From my website, one bucket will be there, my website. For that, it is called, yeah, this is my website. If you see this, yes, this is my bucket name. And for this bucket, one get API called from this IP address, you can say. This is my IP address, I call this. So those informations will be stored in your what? In your access logs, server access logs. I'll show you where I enable. This is my website, right? And how I enable. I think in the properties. Yeah, server access logs, edit, and this is my bucket name. And in this bucket, those log files will be stored. If I access this bucket, my website bucket, the logs will be stored in the my bucket ABCD 123. My bucket ABCD 1 2 3. Yeah, this is the all the logs that is generated. Any questions or it is clear now?
Clear.
Okay. What are some reasons to enable cross-region replication on Amazon Simple Storage Service? So why we need cross-region replication? You have to choose two answers.
I think option A and B.
You want to back up your data in case of accidental deletion? No. You
That
have to
is
set, yeah, that is
person.
versioning. Yeah. You have to set up users for customers who can access the second bucket with low latency. Yeah, it's right option.
A and D are not correct. If you are saying B, choose two,
Yes.
then B and C.
Yes, A and D is not correct because your data needs at least 5.9 durability. It's already there in S3. You no need for durability.
What do you mean by 5.9 durability?
5.9 durability means how long lasting your bucket, sorry, object. Suppose you created one object, so how it long last means uh, there may be some chance of data loss, right? Suppose you are using some drive or whatever, so there might be some chance of data loss. So durability means how long time your data will be there available to you. So that is 5.9 durability means 99.999. This is a 5 nines durability. But in case of our S3, the durability is 11.9. Right, Sudhir? 11.9. Like 99.99999 up to 11.9. So, yeah. Yes, you can read this. Is designed for 99.999999999 durability for standard storage S3 standard. And what is the mean of durability? Durability means will my data still be there in a future? Means how long your data will be there. So this is one example. If you store 10,000 objects with Amazon S3, you can on average expect to incur loss of one single object every 1 crore years. So if you keep 10,000 of objects in S3, so there might be a chance of loss of one object in 1 crore year. This is the example of durability.
Can I see the options once again?
Yeah.
Uh, can you explain the option C?
Yes, for compliance reason, you need to store data in a location at least 300 miles away from the first region. That means for your company's any compliance reason, any region, you can also store your data at least 300, like from your region, like suppose some problem occurs, like in some war situation or maybe some disaster or whatever.
Disaster.
There might be a chance of loss of one region, you can also store your data some miles away from your first region. But option B is the best answer. As you are going to choose two, so C will be the next answer, right? So what is needed before you can enable cross-region replication on Amazon S3 service bucket? I think we discussed. No, no, no. What is needed before you can enable cross-region replication? It is saying what is the requirement before you are enabling cross-region replication on Amazon S3 bucket. So what is our, you can say, uh, some pre-requirements for cross-region replication.
I think one should be object D, option D.
Create an AWS identity access management policy. Yeah, but you have to choose two answers.
One more. Option B.
Option B, no. Sudhir? So before enabling cross-region replication, our first job is enable versioning on the bucket. So versioning should be enabled and your IAM policy should be updated so that your bucket will use your permission to replicate those data. So IAM policy need to be updated. To protect S3 data from both accidental deletion and accidental overwriting, you should do what? Two factor is there, accidental deletion as well as accidental overwriting.
Enable versioning, S3 versioning on the bucket.
Yes, enabling S3 versioning is the option so that it will protect from you accidental deletion or accidental overwrite. Yes, a user has not enabled versioning on the S3 bucket. So what will be the version ID of the object inside that bucket?
Null.
Yes. Now, so you can see versions here will be, there will be no version. 1 minute. 1 minute. Website versions null. This will come, right? Yes, we have completed